I have lived in Australia for nearly 10 years, and these three questions are often asked. First one is, what is it like living in Adelaide? The second one is, what is it like working in Adelaide, Australia? And the third one is, what is it like being a Black woman in corporate Australia? I thought about doing, a question and answer, but then I thought, why not answer this question while I show you what a day-to-day life is living and working in Australia, because I think it will make sense that way. Now let's start with Adelaide. If I had to describe Adelaide in one word, I would say comfortable. Adelaide is very comfortable. Life just feels very easy here. I am not saying perfect because nowhere is perfect, but day-to-day life here is pretty straightforward. I can drive if I want to, or I can catch the train or bus like I am doing today. Traffic isn't something I stress about every morning. To be honest, if I finish work, I can still pick my kids from school, get home, make dinner, and still have a bit of time to myself. I know people say Adelaide is boring, but I actually think it's more accurate to say Adelaide is quieter. If you're expecting a city that never sleeps, then yeah, Adelaide is probably not the place for you. But if you like having a bit of a breathing space, I think it's actually a nice place to live.
Got these fears on my back trying to weigh me down, but I know I ain't meant just to wear that crown. When the stress in my chest get too loud, too strong, I lay it down.
Now let's talk about work. One thing that surprised me when I started working in Australia was how relaxed people are. Yes, people work hard, but you don't feel like you have to pretend to know everything. If you don't understand something, you ask. If you need help, you ask. I've also noticed that people generally leave work at work. Of course, there are busy periods, but there's a real effort to have a life outside the office. Another thing I like is that people are approachable. I've worked with managers who would happily have a chat with you or ask you how your weekend was. You don't feel like there's this huge gap between, managers and everyone else. Now for the question everyone seems to want the answer to. What is it like being a Black woman in corporate Australia? And honestly, it's been normal. I know that's probably not the answer some people are expecting, but that's my truth. I am meeting with a colleague for lunch. I've never walked into work thinking I am the only Black woman here or I'm the only one that is different. I walk into work thinking I hope today goes quickly. I do my job, I attend meetings, I chat with people, we laugh, we complain about Mondays, we look forward to Fridays. And that's pretty much it. Have I been the only Black person in a meeting before? Definitely yes. But did that stop me from speaking up or doing my job? No. Because at the end of the day, people know me because of the work I do and the kind of person I am. And that's been my experience. And I know everyone's journey won't be exactly the same as mine. It depends on where you find yourself when you arrive in Australia.
I would do this one, cashew sauce.
What kind maybe you like?
Maybe chicken. Chicken is fine, yes. Yeah.
And could I please do a chicken red curry?
Yep.
But beyond working and settling into corporate life, I think one of the most biggest surprises has been how Australia slowly stopped feeling like a new country.
So what's this again? Curry.
Red Thai curry.
Red Thai curry. That looks yummy. Is that chicken?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Some days the pressure feels loud in my mind.
It's so loud here, I can't talk. But this has some broccoli, some carrots, of course cashew nuts, and chicken some onions. Yeah, but it's actually very yummy.
You know, there's something else I noticed about living in Australia. It's funny because nobody really talks about this part. In the beginning, everything feels unfamiliar. You are learning new routes, figuring out where to shop, getting used to different systems, and even trying to understand the slang. Then, little by little, without even realizing it, those unfamiliar things become part of your everyday life. You know exactly which train carriage you prefer. You know which supermarket usually has the best specials. You know where to buy ingredients for a proper pot of, meal. And you find yourself your favorite cafe and probably have a regular coffee order. You even catch yourself talking about the weather like you have lived there forever. And then one day it hits you. Australia doesn't feel new anymore. It simply feels like home. And honestly, I think that's one of the most beautiful parts of moving to another country because you slowly build a life that feels familiar, comfortable, and truly yours. I have just gotten to my car. I need to quickly go to African shop. I need to buy some things there because once I get home, I'm not about coming out again. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. How are you? Do I need the basket? You don't have turkey?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Plantain is another very, very scarce food here in Australia, so you only get it once in a while. But I don't need plantain now. I still have some. I have some frozen ones. Buying turkey. Supposed to go to Foodland to actually buy this turkey, but Foodland you have to book ahead. My products.
You need more turkey?
No, that's okay. Goat meat. You don't have the regular goat meat. Are these all eggs? Oh, but it says egg.
That one is the regular one. You pick one.
Oh, okay. Because I think that's it. Just that is what I need. And let me just show you. Here we have. Yeah. My cash will be enough for this. If I hear. If I hear. How much is plantain? Plantain is 150 per box.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So this is African shop and they have everything you need pretty much. They're very big and busy shop, I guess. Anyway, how much is my money? I can't start walking around. But this is the African shop over here. So if you are worried that you may not get, African food when you come to Australia or when you move to Australia, well, that's not 100% true. You will always find something to eat.
Anyway, enough about me. Now I would love to hear from you. If you're already living in Australia, what is one thing you enjoyed most about where you live? And if you are watching from somewhere else in the world, what's one question you have always wanted to ask someone living in Australia? Leave it in the comment because I read all comments and your question might inspire my next video. If you enjoy spending the day with me, I would really appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up And if this is your first time here, I would love for you to subscribe and join the community. I share videos about life in Australia, travel, food, lifestyle, and everything in between. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.